Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, time for another blind reaction. And today we're returning to DWK's Totally Legit Recap series. And we're finally going to be moving into Season 8. I'll be looking at the videos for Episode 3, Episode 4, and Episode 7 of Season 8. That's The Mod Couple, Fake It Till You Make It, and Horseplay. So, yeah, pretty good set of episodes here. All three I enjoy. I always enjoy anything with Mod. The Mod Couple kind of ranks a little bit low for Mod episodes for me. Though, with DWK's version of Mod, it should make for an interesting little video. And I wonder how he'll do the boyfriend, Mudbriar. That could be that could be interesting. And Fake It Till You Make It, good Fluttershy episode. I liked it. I like the different versions of Fluttershy. They're all pretty amusing. And I'm interested to see how he approaches that. That could be kind of good. And finally, Horseplay, which is a Celestia-focused episode, so of course I like it, because I am a big fan of Sunbutt there. She's my favorite princess, and yeah, Horseplay, pretty good episode. I know not everyone liked it, but I thought it was pretty good. And yeah. Though, like, just in general, I think the second half of Season 8 is a lot better than the first half, where all these episodes come from. But I'm doing them in order, even though I think the Horseplay one came out after, like, another video. I forget which episode it is, but there's one. I'm not going in the order that the videos were created. I'm going in episode order, which is why Horseplay is here, just to clarify that. But anyway, let's just get into this. I've missed this series, missed this content, and I'm excited to dive back in. So let's go ahead and get it started. And here we go. Eminem.
I thought you could get rid of me, didn't you? But no, I'm just too fucking autistic. Anyway,
well, good.
So, it's
We're
open
glad to
mic
have you.
night at
Bud
the
Light Lime,
Cackling
Limestone.
Capitalist, Ponyville's favorite comedy club / dive bar. And Mod's like,
what do you call an alicorn with no wings and no horn?
crippled, sorrowful, and above all lonely, for there are so few who can understand just how much she's lost.
Ow! I'm with them. That's funny. Oh, Bad Romance. Took me a second to recognize it, but yeah,
Anyway,
that's
Poxel, damn dude, you really been killing them
probably true.
lately. No, I haven't. You told me to stop, and I did.
wow. Okay.
You've been telling great jokes or funny. You've been making people laugh. We don't need to talk about that. Oh, yeah. I guess I write better jokes when I'm not constantly involved in a cocoon of soul-smothering anxiety and loneliness, and that kind of brings me to something I wanted to talk to you about. Wait, hold on. I think I'm gonna...
Wow. Think you're gonna do that?
Jesus fucking Christ, listen to
Yeah,
that.
it's a bit intense, gotta say.
No, look, I don't mind Ultra Spaz ass hug Pinky as much as a lot of people seem to, but that was a screeching convulsion right there.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got some kind of per scene character energy quota that has to be filled, and since Mod's so inexpressive, Pinky just had a grand mal screech attack in the middle of the conversation to restore equilibrium to the show as efficiently as possible.
I guess so.
Anyway, Palka wakes up the next morning with retrograde amnesia due to her cute shrieking fit, and she can't find Mod, so she trashes Glimmy's room in a delirious rage, and then, in an even more concerning turn of events, goes cake shopping for Mod's birthday party, seemingly unaware of the fact that she works at a bakery.
That's
She gets
true.
in with some
That
dude
is
who
very
people
true.
Tell me is supposed to be a pony version of that one guy from that one show who always says Bazooper or whatever. I can't say for sure because I don't watch it, but it seems legit to me because he's really fucking obnoxious and he's a huge waste of time. So Punk finally finds her sister and she's like, where you been, dude? I woke up in a hospital this morning. And Mod's like,
Pinky, the reason I've been so busy is that I have a boyfriend now.
Oh.
And there it is. Just like that, our lovably inscrutable rock horse is taken. You know, it's funny, as I'm recording this, it's raining real hard outside. Just seems appropriate, very dramatic.
It is.
And there's something I want to say to all the mod fags out there.
All 10 of you, wow.
My waifu, but I just want to tell you, I am so sorry. I'm sure you thought I was going to point, laugh, and start throwing the cuck word around, but I know you've already had enough of that.
Wow.
Look, on one hand, you know, Maud's one of my favorite characters. I loved seeing her in another episode, and I'm glad she's happy. But on the other, I'm sorry you guys had to take this hit. She's been with us for 4 years.
It's pretty cool of him to say that.
You must have felt for her and must still feel for her.
Mm-hmm.
I won't pretend to know what you're going through right now, but I know what
She's
it's
in
like
my top
to fear
5.
it. A lot of us do.
I mean,
that's the price.
Rarity
That's
is
the anxiety of
number one.
having a waifu in a show that's still running. And I think those of us whose humanity has not yet been completely consumed and assimilated by this giant, hideous Shoggoth creature of indifference that is the internet.
That's a good illustration of.
I won't act like I know what you should do next. I think you can figure out I've got a few issues of my own, and I know better than a lot of people that if the first suggestion off of some random prick's head could fix your problem, then it wouldn't be a problem in the first place.
Very true.
But still, if I can offer a bittersweet piece of consolation, the saddest part of our love for our waifus is that they can never actually be with us, but that
That's
also
adorable.
means that they can never truly reject us either. So please, don't do anything crazy like kill yourself or someone else or chop your fucking dick off or something, alright?
Go no
She
Rod
didn't do
for
this
Mod.
on purpose because she couldn't. Because she didn't even know you were there in the first place.
That's so
Very well
exciting!
said.
My sister in love!
Technically, we're in like.
Wait, you're in like what? Anyway, we're
Wow.
introduced to the BF and Punkers also. How'd you two meet? And dude's all we met at a petrified wood exhibit. What's petrified wood? It's the same as a fossil. Wood that's hardened into rock over millions of years. I hope it doesn't take that long for his wood. Pinky, I swear to God,
Wow.
don't fucking start. Technically, we haven't had intercourse yet. Why, do you have like confidence issues? Like, are you too petrified to get wood? God fucking damn it. Get out of here. So, Pinky needs some advice, and if she was having an issue with Rarity or Nutter Butter or someone else important, I'm sure we'd be talking to Her Highness
Flippin'.
Principal Princess Twiggly Wiggly Sparkle right now, but since her grievance only involves supporting characters, she has to go through Tier 1 friendship support first, aka Guidance Counselor Glim Glam. You know, man, Twilight always serves tea and cookies. Yeah, well, Trixie's in rehab, her wagon's impounded, and I got stuck with a case of these and 6 cartons of menthol, so that's all you get.
Okay.
Why are you blowing this guy off so quick, Pinky? You're all about friends and shit. My sister's blowing him off. That's the problem. I thought you had 3 sisters, man. This must have happened before. Nah, man, we all grew up on a farm together out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I left when I was a kid and traveled all over, but they stayed, you know, just 3 strong young farm girls blossoming into nubile maturity without a single male for miles around, suffocating in their collective lonesome hormonal desires. Gods only know what they got up to late at night after a rock vodka. Jesus, Pinky, you're murdering me here, man. Hey, that's a great idea, dude. Thanks. So, Pocket throws Mudbriar in her party basement. She's about to whack him like a pinata.
Okay.
So he makes his offhand comment about Maud not liking surprise parties, so she lets him off the hook and goes to confront her sister, and she's all, what the fuck, dude? You hate surprise parties? Dash hates pies? Why does everybody lie to me? And Maud's like, because, Pinky, giving you even the smallest piece of criticism feels like kicking a puppy. For all of your outwardly
That's pretty
projected
fair.
joy and exuberance, you're the most fragile, disturbed creature I've ever known, and
So
I'd
is that.
rather 1,000 surprise parties than make you sad one time. Look, I know Mudbriar's probably kind of a douche if you aren't used to him, but just this once, even if it means cashing in every favor you owe me, can you just be cool and try to get along with him? You really like him that much, huh?
Everything about him makes me happy.
Aw.
Well, too bad! Anyway, Ponka spazzes all the way home to seek the sage advice of her eldest sister, and she's like, dude, Limey, you gotta help me. I just don't get what Maud sees in this prick. And Limestone's like, you don't need to. Sis, Bruh, what are you talking about? He's dating Maud. We need to get along and understand each other and be friends and shit. Alright, I got a metaphor for you, Pinky. Think of Maud's boyfriend like this gem right here. Dude, that's not a gem, it's just a regular rock. Well, it might look like a regular rock, but all you gotta do to find the hidden gem inside is crack it open and go fuck yourself. Do not fuck this up for Maud. Do you hear me? You know how miserable she's been, and if this guy makes her happy, you fucking put up with it because she's your family. Act like a fucking adult and
said,
think about
Limestone.
someone else's feelings for once. Hey, I'm Pinkie Pie, goddammit. All I do is care about other people's feelings. No, all you do is think about the idea of caring about other people's feelings and then use the self-esteem that gives you as a coping mechanism for your own
pretty
depression.
accurate.
As soon as a situation demands some actual sacrifice from you, look at what you do.
Definitely
You
hitting
throw
to
a
the
fit
core.
and run away. But what if they end up getting married? I'll have to put up with them forever. Yeah, dude, sometimes you just gotta shut your fucking mouth, put on a smile, and put up with some shit forever. That's what sacrifice is. But sucks. You know what fucking sucks? Being a 35-year-old virgin who spends every day of her life moving rocks and watching her parents grow old and die while you go off and save the world and Maud gets her cherry popped. That fucking sucks, but I put up with it because that's what the family needs. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it. Also, you're still a virgin. Get out of here before So, Punk goes back to the old PV, tries to be cool with Mudboy, and when he acts like a tool, she shuts the fuck up. As a compromise, she still throws the big party, but she has Glimmy put a shitload of ketamine in the punch bowl and pull a fake on the addled attendees with a cardboard cutout of Maud while she, her sis, and the BF just chill on a hill. And Piggy's like, you know, Maud, I learned something today. I never really stopped to think about how much my family sacrifices for me or how little I actually give them in return. I'm sorry I made things so hard for you guys, and I'm glad you're happy together. Thanks, Pinky.
Technically,
Shut up, faggot.
yo, I'm sick of getting the shaft, nigga. This shit is baloney, so I'ma amputate my penis for a car.
Oh.
Pony fucking off alone, I'm disowning my bones. You have a wife who I can keep from my feeling hard, so how can I get cock blocked if I don't have a dick? I'm going rough for more, cause I don't wanna remember all the pain that you caused me. I'm removing my member.
That was the best part. That was... Oh. Woke. Yes. Totally cursed recap. Yeah, that's definitely...
So, Rarity's like, Fluttershy, I need you to run my shop in Manhattan. No, anyone else, literally anyone else. Okay, look, there's an explanation here, man. Okay, see, Sassy's been borrowing money from the mob to get the fat sucked out of her ass and put in her face or something.
Okay.
I gotta do this fashion show in Canterlot tomorrow night to raise enough money to pay him back or they're gonna fucking whack her, man. So, close the shop for a day. Dude, I totally would, but I can't because the shop is cursed. You've been taking too many of those dollar bills. No fakesies. Remember last year when I accidentally bashed Zipper Will's skull in? Yeah, that was great. Okay, well, her father found my store and placed a gypsy hex on it. Now the clothes are possessed, and should anyone try to close the shop before 6 p.m. or 4:30 on Sundays, they'll drag them down to Tartarus. I need you to find and destroy all the demonic dresses while keeping the shop open. Only then will the curse be broken. Can't Twilight or Starlight deal with this? It seems like their area of expertise. That would make sense, but they're testifying at Trixie's court date tomorrow. You're the only one I can trust to do this, Fluttershy. That's why I came to you first. Are you just saying that? No way, bro. You're my fucking homegirl for life, and I got faith in you. Now, come on. There's no time to waste. So, they head on over to Rarity for you, and Fashion Horse is all, okay, once you've identified the tainted garments, you can lock them in the corrupted couture containment compartment in the back of the shop. That should hold them and prevent them from harming you or any customers. Then we can figure out a way to destroy them.
It's a classic SCP system.
And Butternut's like, oh yeah, speaking of customers, how the fuck do I deal with those? I'm fucking shy, bro.
Oh, darling, come now. You've conquered your shyness 1,000 times over.
Yeah, so doesn't my repeated regression speak to some kind of clinically significant anxiety disorder? I need someone to help me. That's part of the curse too, man. Only one person can run the shop at a time. Brady, the situation has a ridiculous number of stipulations, and it's getting pretty fucking hard to believe. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously only the most outlandish convergence of coincidence and dire emergency would ever make it necessary for you to run this place by yourself.
Yeah,
Unfortunately for
that's
us, that's
pretty fair.
exactly what's happened. So, Rarity fucks off, and then Butters starts scouring the shop for the evil clothes, but then, just when she has to help her first customer, she gets possessed by a demonic pantsuit. And dude's like,
What's the thread count of this shirt?
and she's all, man, fuck thread count. That shirt'll make girls wanna suck your wiener.
In that case, I'll take 3.
Fortunately, after checkout, Fluttershy regains control, and she's like, oh my god, you guys, I just told that guy a piece of clothing would get him laid just so he'd buy it. That was immoral. She's about to strip down and lock the clothes in containment, but then she realizes the only reason that sale even happened was because of the unearthly bullshitting powers the suit gave her. So, Yellow Quiet makes a deal with the Devil's Prada and decides to use its unholy might until she completes her quest. However, her gambit proves foolish as the abominous apparel begins to corrupt her psyche and she becomes drunk on its power. And she's like, man, when I got caught up in that whole Iron Will thing, it felt so good to finally shit on other people like they've been doing to me my whole life, but they were always scared or pissed off. Now I get it. I was missing the most important ingredient. Bullshit. This is amazing, you guys. If you master the art of bullshit, not only can you treat people like garbage, they'll think you're cool. But Softpad's all, girl, this ain't you. Oh god, you're right. I'm losing myself. And so, summoning all her mental strength, Buttersquash rids herself of the silken monstrosity before it consumes her, and we can all breathe a sigh of relief.
But then,
Oh god, no. It seems we've gone right from the frying pan into the fires of hell, ladies and gentlemen. If this outfit is cursed, then this one is damned. It even has a mind control headpiece to funnel its eldritch madness straight into poor Nutter's brain, and the raccoons stare on in horror as she instantly begins speaking in tongues.
It's a totally live ensemble with the little, thingies that sparkle and make the whole squad go, whoa, that pony is woke.
Fortunately, our Jimmies can rest easy knowing that Fluttershy only uttered this vile gibberish because she was literally bewitched by a fedora. Now, if she'd done it of her own accord, the good times would be over and the show would be ruined forever.
wow.
Not like the last 10 times. I mean, really ruined super for real this time. And as if things couldn't get any spookier, we go straight from woke to can't wake up as yet another godless gown thrusts itself on poor Butterball and begins sapping her very will to live. Let me just say that is a fucking adorable little getup there, and I'm glad that they went with a full-out, Victorian influenced gothic instead of some half-assed ripped t-shirt, leather boots, emo shit. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You can probably picture it in your head as well as I can.
You can't go to DDR.
The show has a pretty good track record with goth ponies. This made me think about something. All of these outfits, even this one, are fucking cute. It's the personalities that suck. So, why is it that all the cool clothes are taken by subcultures full of annoying, shitty people? How come the rest of us have to walk around in jeans and t-shirts while assholes, retards, and killjoys get to wear the fun stuff? Anyway, Fluffernutter realizes she's being warned by these 3 outfits and descending into madness, so she decides to make the ultimate sacrifice, and she's all, listen, you guys, you have to go get Twilight, but I can't let these demon clothes leave this shop and inflict their malice upon this city. I'll hold them off for as long as I can, but if you're not back in time,
Very
I'll
noble of you,
close the
Fluttershy.
shop early and drag them down to hell with me. And Softbat's like, word. So, they go get Twiggles, who's working on Trixie's plea bargain, and she tries to cast a counter curse, but it doesn't work because she's a nerd who has no power in the realm of fashion. Fortunately, just as Fluttershy is about to succumb to the ghoulish garments, Rarity returns, and together she and Twilight perform a fashion exorcism, banishing the demons to the outer realms, breaking the curse, and leaving the outfits unharmed. And Twiggy's like, why didn't you guys just tell me this shit was happening? You think I'm gonna tell you to fuck off and let Fluttershy fight a bunch of demons by herself? I just did what Rarity told told me to because I'm a pushover. Yeah, I guess I didn't really think this through. Yes, clearly nobody involved thought this scenario through, and everything that happened here was ridiculous and could have very easily been avoided. Those outfits were cute, though, but I still don't get it, Rarity. Why'd you pick me for this shit? Darling, compadre, because not only are you the nicest person I've ever met, you're way tougher than you think, and in a way that nobody else I know is. I know you think you're a huge puss since you have anxiety problems and they never seem to get much better, but you never stop fighting them. I figured if anyone had the inner strength to fight some demon clothes and resist their wicked temptations while suffering the hell that is customer service, it'd be you. Oh, Rarity. That makes no fucking sense.
Wow.
Whatever, fuck it, I tried.
Oh, that was fun.
Imagine glowing, your sweaty, sweaty princess.
Okay.
Imagine glowing, princess. Glowing, princess. Imagine glowing, princess. Glowing, sweaty, sweaty princess. Glowing, princess. Glowing, glowing princess. Imagine glowing, princess. Glowing, sweaty, sweaty princess.
Alright, we're gonna do something a little different this time. Okay, so Twi's like,
What's up, bitch? I fucking love you. Let me suck that dick. It's your somebody anniversary. This party will be sick. Now it's only an idea, but I'll cry if you say it's gay. We gotta kick this shit off with a wicked ass play. Ass play? No, not that. I mean, I'm not really down for anything. No, only as your student. Sorry, got off topic, but you gotta be in it. What? Starring in a play has been my dream for a minute. Tweezel, listen up, guys. This play's gonna be so sexy, but the princess flings spaghetti like a bistro chef with epilepsy. Oodles and noodles are dropping out the royal pockets while she's screaming like an artist eyes are popping out their sockets. Despite being full of passion,
This is amazing.
She's gonna turn this historical play into a fucking tragedy. And even Twilight can't deny what's painfully plain. Sally's got lights on her ass, but they're all off in her brain. Celestia, we love you.
We do.
But you're such a basic bitch. The picture of reality, it's true. But girl, you're dumber than a sack of dicks.
Wow.
So the deadline approaching, Twiggy's neurosis is encroaching because of the subject she's loathing. Just the idea of broaching, and she's oh shit, I'm fucked, bro. I can't tell my teacher acting blows. On the other hand, if we put her in the show, she'll look like a fag when everyone knows. So I'm gonna make this quick. Just rock it up and admit. A 1,000-year-old bitch ain't gonna fold if you tell her acting shit. Even Apple boomers learn this lesson. How are you this fucking thing? But if I make her mad, I'll never get to suck that princess dick. Figures they can fix her mental drama skills, but Tia's as perceptive as a kid who swallowed mama's pills.
Wow.
Acting like a stroke victim, Twi begins eventually thinking she's potentially developing dementia. We don't know the cycle of an alicorn. It's possible the cause of all her recent failures is progressive loss of all her mental faculties. So Twi must help the princess briefly make this acting dream come true before her mind gets complete. Celestia, we try to be patient, but girl, you're a tragedy. The onset of neurodegeneration is happening rapidly. But it's okay, don't feel better. You're still the best princess, other than your sister.
No.
Yes, it's all okay. Though many years may pass, we'll never forget you because you got a nice
It's true. Wow.
So our elder princess pops the lid off Twiggy's game and shit gets rough. She blows her stack, flips her lid, and fucks off in a huff. Twice like, I didn't mean to hurt you. Listen, man, this situation only happened because I thought you caught some crippling retardation. Oh, Twi, I'm fine. My mind is surely sharp as it has always been. And Purple's thinking, dude, as reassurance goes, it's pretty thin. You gotta fully live this dream you got before you turn into a vegetable. And I had that shot. So, honesty, blah, blah, blah. They kiss, make up, and do the play. But honestly, the audience is acting pretty fucking gay. They're talking shit, but thin old son, but literally saves the day by pulling an unscheduled dawn. And Twiggy's just like, hey, I was gonna do that. I had a whole plan, don't you remember? But then you two assholes stopped me in that movie back in September. Celestia's confronted by a terrifying final thing. She's not supposed to do that, but she just fucking forgot.
I never thought of that. That's a good point. I mean, because I saw the movie after.
By far the worst of the destruction is not worth changing the universe.
Yeah.
Celestia, we try to be patient, but girl, you're a tragedy. The onset of neurodegeneration is happening rapidly. But it's okay. Don't feel better. You're still the best princess, other than your sister. Yes, it's okay. Though many years may pass, we'll never forget your, we'll never forget your ass.
Well, that was special. If you want this, cool. I mean, I'm probably gonna download that. That was great. He should do more music. Because I mean, that song in the mod one too. That was like the best part. Not that the rest was bad. That was just like so standout, so ridiculous that it really, really was just hilarious. And he's had like, I mean, the Twiggly Wiggly song and the Equestria Girls one. He he's actually good at these songs. They're actually really, really quite amusing and definitely a lot of fun. So yeah, good stuff here. The first one. I appreciate the sentiment of the whole speech about Maud, and I mean there are a lot of Maud fans, I'm sure, who were pretty broken up about that episode. I mean, she is like among my favorites, but she's not like number one waifu. It's not like if Rarity got a boyfriend. Dread the thought. But even then, it's still I was just kind of a bit unsure how to feel about it. Though in the end, I accepted that, I mean, it's fine. Maud, I want Maud to be happy. I mean, that's just what it's all about. I like the analysis of Pinkie Pie in there, that she's really just, like, ultimately fragile. All that stuff, that was really well said. Really seems pretty spot on to what we've seen of her character. And it was good. Yeah, that was a fun one. Second one was interesting. This is I can tell he had issues with this episode, which I mean, to be fair, it's easy to it's easy to see where he's coming from. I mean, I liked it, I would say, but I mean, the situation is ridiculous. I'd have to go back to my reaction, but I think I said similar things. I think I said that it was pretty arbitrary and just sort of just the whole setup seemed a bit forced. That literally no one else is available, and it has to be Fluttershy. It just seems like it's kind of forcing this whole setup, and in a way that's pretty obvious. But I mean, the outfits are cute, and I get that they're kind of terrible, but I kind of like the other personalities too, in a way. I think they're amusing in their awfulness. And, yeah, I can't hate that episode, even though I do see the flaws that he's pointing at here, that he's ridiculing, and I can give him credit. It was definitely entertaining. I mean, it was kind of like the Applejack's Day Off one, where he sort of threw out the actual plot and came up with some ridiculous thing. This time about demons, and yeah, it was good. But I think really the standout here was the third one, Horseplay. That was that was just amazing. Just doing a whole musical one, that was a great idea, and it was really well executed, and that song was just so much fun. And Celestia. I love Celestia. She is a bit silly sometimes, a little bit. And a bit useless. And this episode definitely... yeah. Just everything there was pretty much perfect. And I just really enjoyed that. That was good. I'm glad I included that one. I'm glad I decided to go in episode order as opposed to the order they were made. Otherwise, I would have to wait till next time. But instead, we got to see it now, and it was great. that was good. Anyway, hope you liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.